boom, like a boss. Oh yeah. So I really love Gwent in the Witcher 3 games. It was a card-based game as you're seeing here, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So just for my own memoirs and memories, I thought I'd relive two games that I thoroughly enjoyed. So here's one game. Now notice I'm facing a deck of monsters, and as I look at the cards in my hands, I start by playing some unique cards that I don't have to worry that are going to be challenged in any way. Now, one of the interesting things about a monster deck, which is what my opponent is using, is that card he just played. By playing that card, he's able to bring out more cards out like that, which is something unique to mainly the monsters, and the Scarlet Tail can use a similar card. The reason why I played Dandelion and then the Infantry Soldier guy was because I'm trying to tempt my opponent into using a Scorch card. I don't know if he has one or not, and that's one of the things you have to constantly be aware of. I see he only has 3 cards left, so I play a Triss Marigold unique card just to buy myself a little bit of time to see if I can bait him into using a Scorch card. I have plenty of cards. I have 8 more versus his 2, so I'm in no hurry, no rush, no panic. He has 1 more card left. Now, if that card is a Scorch card, I was debating whether or not to play a unique card or perhaps to use a decoy. Now, I'm going to go with the decoy, and the whole reason for that is simply because if I bring my soldier back and he does use some sort of card that can attack me, the only one he's going to affect is Dandelion, which is a card I'm not overly concerned about because I have a Commander's Horn. Now, his last card wasn't a Scorch card, so that told me that I was panicking for nothing, but that's alright. So he has 84 on his score, 37 at mine at the moment. So I just start adding my points. 61, going that triple infantry that empower each other. I'm now 111. I can pass this easily right now, but I have to go in for the overkill. So I use a weather card, reduces both of our melees to the lowest number. Then I use that special card, and boom, once again I take out his entire roll. Now I use my commander card to get rid of the weather, and look, it's 125 versus his 0. An awesome game I enjoyed. Here's another game that I believe I won just by the skin on my teeth. Now notice I had originally played Yennefer. I withdrew that spy card to get more cards, so now me and my opponent both have 12. I now place that card, I'm going to draw another spy card, and gain 2 more. So it'll be my 13 cards versus my opponent's 12. And that's something very important. If you have more cards than your opponent, you're going to win almost every time. Okay? So I'm looking at his cards. He has 210, or he has 110. I get rid of that one. I have a couple of Scorch's cards, so I was debating whether or not to use one. So I decided to keep them simply because I'm wondering if my opponent may or may not bring in even more powerful card that I'd want to destroy later. I have 4 unique cards I don't have to worry about being challenged or destroyed in any way, so why not play one? Now, one of my strategies here is to kind of force my opponent to use as many cards as possible. Since I already have both of my diamonds, or jewels, or rubies, whatever you want to call them. If I lose this round, it's not that big of a deal. So my strategy at the moment is to keep some cards for the next round and have more than my opponent. So I'm going to try to force my opponent to use as many as I can. There we go. I was able to take out 2 cards. It was well worth saving that Scorch card. Now I see my opponent bring that out. What's he going to bring out? That card again. That's really annoying. But hey, I was still able to get rid of at least one. I must say that I thoroughly enjoyed Gwent. I actually got every single achievement for Gwent in The Witcher 3. If there was DLC that was just solely regards to Gwent, I would pay big bucos money for it and play a lot. I spent hours and hours playing Gwent because I loved it so much. So I really enjoyed it. I still like watching these videos that I'm creating right here, because I like to see what was going through my head, try to see if I have similar thoughts, what moves I could have done better, and just kind of appeal to that. So here I notice my opponent has 3 cards, I have 4. That was a dirty trick he just used. He used his leadership card to gain a card from my discard pile. So now I'm 3, he has 4. If I lose this round, I could still be in trouble next round. So my strategy kind of went down the crapper. So I'm trying to be extra careful as to what I do specifically this round. Now, the reason why I'm holding off on playing Scorch, I wanted to make sure it wouldn't attack any of my cards and affect his specifically. Oh, that jerk. That really ticked me off. He got me there. So, I'm going to play the Commander's Horn, probably on my bottom row, and save my last card for next round. And hope if it comes down to it, my last card, will beat his. I don't know. Ah, he got me again. See, the Scorch card can be a royal pain. So I played it. I had to risk it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna win this. I honestly don't remember if I'm gonna lose this. By 5 points. Ooh, that was an intense game. I really enjoyed Gwent. I hope they make future DLC for it. I definitely love Gwent.